Hey there, you mean DC fans, and welcome if you are new. I'm Mantis, and today we're going to get into the DCKO Green Lantern Galactic Slam. Let's check it out. This tie-in issue shows a battle where Kyle Rayner, Superboy, and Odyssey are fighting a sea of parademons above Earth. At the same time, the KO tournament is happening. When more boom tubes open up and even more parademons flood the battlefield, Superboy tells Kyle to light things up. With fear of getting overwhelmed, Kyle shifts to the White Lantern mode. In a blinding white light, he tells everyone to duck and cover as he lays waste to all the parademons in a massive attack. As he lands, the team is a bit concerned, asking him if he's okay. And Kyle tells them, yeah, he's fine, but a little woozy and just needs a recharge. Kyle is physically drained, and just then a boom tube opens up behind him and a parademon tackles him through it, separating him from the group. It seems Kyle has landed face first in the middle of the WAM wrestling match between Noxious Ned and Omega Bam Bam for the WAM Championship belt. Both wrestlers crash into the parademon, killing it, and then another move crashing directly into Kyle. But Bam Bam still seems to care a bit as he asks Kyle if he's okay. And Kyle is definitely dazed from the draining of using his powers a short time ago, and now in the middle of a no holds barred title bout. Bam Bam helps Kyle up as Ned is flying at them with another attack, to which Bam Bam catches both fists of Ned as they enter a tie up. We find out that there's a thing called the Drive that creates the matches for the WAM and will keep giving Bam Man matches till he loses. The trash talk is starting to wane on Bam Man, and he hits Ned with a Fan Lee throw. Okay, I'm just going to start calling him Bam. Okay, the Bam Man is just too tongue twisting. Bam launches Ned into the war wheel, with the throw causing the whole thing to collapse on top of them both. Kyle wonders if he should help Bam up, but can't continue to his drained powers. It doesn't matter in the end as Bam emerges from the rubble victorious. And with the match over, the announcer gives a promo to tune into the next broadcast, but also mentions the place they are currently located will likely experience a nuclear meltdown. Kyle inquires about what is going to happen to all the people, and that if they wait a bit longer for his powers to return, he could maybe help save them. But just as he finishes his sentence, Boom Tube appears and transports them out. Still smoking from the transport, Kyle is still wondering where he was and then where he is. Omega Bam Man stands up telling him it's a place called the Hub, which looks like a central place for the wrestlers and members of the WAM. Walking through the hallways, a praying mantis, not related, named Slively tells them their intergalactic Nielsen ratings are still down and not good enough to break into the multiverse, apparently. Bam inquires on Ned's condition, but he's fine and still vowing blood. They continue to walk through the massive facility, and Kyle feels like it's almost a tour. Slively, just now noticing Kyle, asks Bam who he is. He explains that he's Terran, or from Earth, but also we find out Bam's tag team partner is also from Earth, which apparently means Kyle has to fight in the next show? Anyway, the three of them get interrupted by Mr. Scuzz, who I guess is the Goro of the WAM. Bam stares down Mr. Scuzz and who hopes that someday the Drive will put them in a match so he can take the title belt from him, just like he took it off Bam's mentors. This is a WWF promo if I've ever saw one. And Bam says, "Why wait for the Drive? Let's do it right now." Well, unfortunately, there is no fighting in the Hub. Mr. Scuzz walks off, and we find out that he's trying to form an alliance to finish off Bam in or out of the ring. Kyle is actually excited and into intergalactic wrestling, apparently. However, he's trying to get back to Earth, mentioning that trying to find the nearest Green Lantern outpost may be the best play. That's when Bam covers his mouth quickly to shut him up, telling him that the Lanterns have been trying to shut down the WM for a long time, and if anyone found out that he was one of them, it would be bad news. Both of them need a recharge, it seems, as they take off to get some grub. Compliments of Tharv, he says, and they both get a massive feast to dig into. But Kyle seems to have lost his appetite, and I can't blame him as it doesn't look fit to eat. Kyle presses Bam to that, he has got to get home. But we find out that the hub is in a space time vortex and that you can't actually leave during transit. And once in a match, that could be any point in time. While eating, we get to start an origin story. Now, you know how I feel about those. However, I'm not familiar with Bandman, so this might be good. Not to mention, we might get to see those mentors Mr. Scuzz was mentioning. But first, we see the Royal Krypton crumble with Bromega versus Kid Kia. And as clearly shown here is the first match Bandman ever saw from the WAM. On Bam's home planet, men have a toxic gene that when activated makes them really dangerous. So they relegated them to non-physical activities called the Great Submission or cucking. Sorry, this is just ridiculous. Because of this, Bandman had to train like Rocky 3 and in secret. Bam's peers started to notice his increase in physique, causing them to gossip about him. But one day, while he was sewing, yes, sewing, a Trino beast attacked. Pretty much a showcase for him and his hard work training as he smashed the beast with one blow. Bam felt pretty good about his performance. However, he broke the law, so they cast him out of the village. He was wandering the planet before eventually landing in Galactic City. However, they shunned him there as well. Surprisingly, the WOM arrived on Galaxia, and the next match wasn't too far from where he was. Bam made his way to the match, and there he was. Bromega. Bandman's favorite wrestler. After he defeated Chancellor Dynamite, Bandman knew he wanted to leave and go with Bromega. He begged him to go, and Bromega obliged. But going with him would mean Bandman would have to fight in the WAM as well. Bromega took him under his wing, changing his name, his look, and taught him the wrestling essentials over and over and over again. Cue the montage. They were unstoppable, defeating every opponent they faced on every planet in every universe. And as their wins ramped up, so did their popularity until the match with Mr. Scuzz. Not having the skills he has now, Bam was in a full Nelson while Bromega was beaten badly by Mr. Scuzz. And with his dying breath, Bromega gave Bam Man his glasses and told him to keep training hard. With his new shades and the knowledge from Bromega, Bam Man added Omega to his name out of respect to his mentor, and he did train hard. He beat everyone the drive sent his way, until he got his wish. Omega Bam Man versus Mr. Scuzz. The fight lasts 6 days and 6 nights, and neither wrestler wanted to give an inch, until that gene from Bam activated in his blood and gave him the winning edge as he beat Mr. Scuzz for the WOM Championship and as the Red Lanterns watched on in the background there. But back to the hub and the rank food. Kyle, along with me, doesn't understand how any of that helps him get back to Earth. Bandman tells him that he can't, but he should join the ranks of the WAM and put on a show instead. Or, well, there is a way, but he would have to convince the Drive to send him back. That's assuming Earth is facing an apocalyptic event. Oh, good. That's exactly what's happening with the KO tournament. Kyle needs to get his powers recharged and find the algorithmic drive. But first, he needs a change of outfit. Back from the Wrestler's American Eagle, they find the door leading to the drive, but Bandman can't open it by himself and asks Kyle to help him out. Maybe use his magic ring if he's up to it. Stepping out of the shadows, Kyle is sporting his new wrestling uniform. Bandman and I think it looks great. However, Kyle thinks it looks humiliating. But since his ring is working, Kyle opens the control panel and tries to mess up the circuits in there. The door opens and both are just kind of standing there amazed. Amazed at a Zordon-like drive named Daryl welcomes them, but he is in fact not the drive, but an AI put there to manipulate the drive and set up the matches. Daryl tells them he would have loved to take them to Earth. However, he was told specifically not to by the Dark Lord. But who is the one who put Daryl there? Just then, a loud sound and light hit the room, and someone shouts, "Me!" What? Bromega? We find out that Bromega never actually died, but had to let Bandman believe he had, passed away in all in the service of Darkseid. Bromega wants Darkseid to destroy all life everywhere just to put everyone out of their miserable existence. And Desaad had picked him personally to find ways to help Darkseid. Kind of like finding the hub, changing the central AI to go far away from Earth and destroy planets while everyone watched. The WAM was perfect for this, as well as able to block the distress signals out from Earth. Well, Bandman has heard enough, and the fight is on, and it's starting in the hub. Bam spears Bromega, who then quickly counters into a headlock. And while he's got the attention of those three, Kyle constructs a baseball bat and aims some ill intent at Daryl. Bromega turns in distress to tell him to stop, but Kyle knocks Daryl out of the park. But what exactly is that going to do? Next, we see several different planets, all getting a new broadcast of the WAM, and it seems the AI was knocked loose and is driving to Earth. The whole universe is going to get front row seats to the next match on Earth, and it starts right now on WAM. Moving to the surface of the Earth, the battle is still underway with the Titans and other heroes against the Parademons. But suddenly the entrance music hits, and Omega Bandman and the Meano Greeno make their WAM debut. Bam hits a Hulk pose while Kyle does kind of a Shawn Michaels pose. Kyle, already wanting to start helping his friends beat back Darkseid's forces, is rudely interrupted by their WAM opponents via boom tube. Bromega, Mr. Scuzz, and Knockout. Bromega intends to put on a show of chaos for the universe, but more importantly, Earth. After Kyle gets his Green Lantern attire back and a quick pep talk, Bandman kicks off the bout by grabbing a Parademon and hurls it at Bromega, hitting him and knocking him backwards. Bandman takes on both Bromega and Mr. Scuzz at the same time, while Kyle constructs a chain kind of trap and wraps up Knockout. However, she's too strong and breaks right out of him. Bandman then elbows Bromega, flips him around, and hits him with a pile driver. Back to Kyle, as he constructs a chair and nails Knockout over the head with great impunity, knocking out Knockout. Bromega, reeling from the pile driver, staggers and looks up, only to see Bandman incoming with a cosmic elbow from the top rope. Bandman connects and sets off a massive explosion of energy. And climbing out of the crater it left, he apologizes to Bromega for having to beat his ass. With that, Bromega is defeated. However, the broadcasters are picking up several ships converging on Earth. It's the Lantern Corps, as I guess the signals finally got through and backup has arrived. Bandman tells Bromega that it's over. But that's when Bromega starts laughing. It seems that the Green Lanterns are forbidden to fight in a WAM match. And since it was a WAM sanctioned match, Bandman forfeits his title belt. And because he actually knowingly fought with Kyle as a Green Lantern, he's kicked out of the WAM. Bummer. That's when the hub transports the fighters out along with the belt right from Bandman's waist. Kyle apologizes to Bandman for what had happened, but Bandman has been at the bottom before, and he'll find a way to get it back on top. In the meantime, though, Earth could use his help ridding the Darkseid forces from the surface as Bandman joins the fight against the onslaught. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to this video and this issue of the DCKO event, Green Lantern Galactic Slam. Hope you guys love wrestling because that's what this one was all about. I got a little partiality to the old WWE Attitude Era, so right up my alley. It was a very long one, but pretty good one too. So I guess Batman's going to be joining the Lanterns fighting off the parademons at Earth. Interesting to see what he can bring to the table moving forward in the DCKO event. And speaking of the DCKO event, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so that when the next issue of our DCKO event comes out, you guys will get notified and you can check it out on our channel. Thanks for watching, and until next time, later.